time for our weekly segment on KVUE Midday called Made in Austin Monday, where we feature Austin-grown companies every Monday. And today, we're talking about one of my favorites, Tiff Treats, the company that's been serving up sweet treats to Austinites since 1999. Joining us today are the co-owners, Tiffany and Leon Chen. Good morning to you.
Morning. Good morning.
So, you guys have a great backstory. Tell us how Tiff Treats got started.
Sure.
Well, it really got started when Tiff over here stood me up on a date.
Yeah, I stood him up on a date, and so to apologize, I baked some cookies. It was something I would do for a hobby, and so I baked him a batch of cookies, drove him over to his house, and when I got there, the cookies were still warm. And then, I said, I'm sorry. I went back to my house, and he called me up on the phone, and he said, when we go back to college, so we were sophomores at UT, when we go back to college, we are going to do this. It'll be just like pizza delivery, only with cookies. So we're going to start a business right out of my college apartment. And so 2 weeks later, that's what we did.
So the cookies were that good that you forgave her for standing you up?
Yes.
Did she at least have a good reason?
I don't think so. To this day, I don't think she.
I didn't have a cell phone, and so I didn't call when I should have.
That's pretty. That's understandable.
Hey, at least you brought warm cookies.
Well,
so.
And clearly it works out in the end for you guys, right? Because you're married now, happy, got this great business going. Tell us, what's it been like building a business in Austin?
It's been so rewarding. The first, 6 to 8 years were nothing but work. 100 hours a week. Everything you read about, you hear about starting a business, it was that and 10 times worse than we ever thought it was. But then seeing it kind of grow and watching the team grow and the business grow has just been really rewarding for both of us. And
one of the cool things about Austin is that everyone's willing to try something new, and they're really forgiving. I think when we first started, we started out of his college apartment, and so we were just going based off flyers that we handed around town that we made at Kinko's, and people were willing to try the service. And then later we worked out of the back of a potato shop, and people were willing to come to the front there and ask for the cookie guys in the back. And Austinites are just super cool that way, so they're just willing to go for it, and it was helpful for us.
And you talk about how hard it was. I mean, on top of all this, trying to build a business, you're college students.
Yes.
Yeah, so very challenging. But what's been the best part about being in Austin? I mean, we know now you've expanded to other cities, but what's been the best part?
We always say, we talk about this occasionally, where we talk about how if we started anywhere else besides Austin, I don't think we would have made it to where we are today. Austin's just so wonderful. The culture here, besides the customers being forgiving, we've had great mentors and advisors come out of the city. And if we didn't start here, I don't think we would have been able to grow the way that we have to almost 40 stores today. Yeah.
What do you think it is about these cookies that makes them so darn popular? Because they're popular. I can think of a couple of things, but what do you think it is?
Well, I think one of it is that they are freshly baked and still warm when you get them. So that's our big, that's our big specialty. But I think one of the things is it's just a really warm and shareable product. So we're actually more than just the cookies. I think we're making moments for people. You can send them as gifts. So it may be for your birthday or your anniversary or the birth of your child or something like that. Or it may just be, 2 o'clock on a Friday and your whole office gets together and they can share this moment together and have a little break. And I think that's really what gets it. It's more about what's in your heart than you're just happening to enjoy this warm product too.
Absolutely. I will tell you, my fiance, before he was my fiance, sent me a box of Tiff Treats here. If you want to win a girl's heart, give her some cookies. All right. Well, we thank you guys so much for joining us today. And of course, if this interview has made you hungry for cookies, I know I'm getting hungry for them, you can order Tiff Treats online at cookiedelivery.com or download the mobile app, y'all. There's a Tiff Treats app. There's also 8 locations throughout the city of Austin, and for more information, you can just head on over to the link section of kvue.com. So again, we thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be right back.